Hi. I wanted to make a video about lordship and covenant with the Lord, our Lord, our God, and that's a massive problem in the world at the moment. And you're going to painfully realize that in the future, like you've done before, over and over and over and over and over again. But I want to again make a really more important video to me on crack cocaine. Yeah, the crack cocaine. I already made a video called "The Birth and Death of Crack Cocaine," where I thought I kind of put the nail in the coffin of that crap. And RTE or somebody took my ideas nearly blatantly word for word and put a documentary on freaking RTE like the next day or two. I'm on disability, you know what I mean? Uh, these good looks aren't free. Just saying, words in red about losing good lordship and having good lordship. You're going to realise, you're going to give me due credit one day for all my ideas. My wonderful advice, my humble advice. So I just wanted to make one more point about crack cocaine. Okay, here we go. I elaborated just as a little recap what crack cocaine is. It's not a drug. Cocaine is a drug. Never really tried it, but cocaine's a hell of a drug. I heard it's good. I was going to say, yeah, it's mixed with a sodium bicarbonate for shipping purposes, for moisture purposes. So if the cups for testing purposes again, so you can burn it. It's not smokable. It's burnable. So you're supposed to be able to burn it so you can test the cocaine, like you see them doing in Below. They're burning it, and they actually do lines of coke or crack there. They do lines of the mix there. They do a line of crack, and it's like, so they're like, it's pain word weird. It's not as pure, obviously. It's sodium bicarbonate, but sodium bicarbonates, ammonium bicarbonates, and calcium carbonates are in everything, absolutely everything, and they say it's a harmless thing. So yeah, they put it in anyway as a mixing. For shipping purposes, obviously to make the cocaine less detectable, for dampness purposes, for testing purposes, and because if they don't have the exact chemical ratios, the people who find it, it's pretty much worthless to them, but it is burnable. So they said in the copied documentary, and again nearly word for word, they said it usually hits the streets when some other gang steals the cocaine off somebody else. Yeah, the police. If a gang stole somebody else's cocaine or something, they'd probably give it back. They do police work better than police. Or they even might have a little nerdy chemist who can actually rinse it themselves. Police aren't that smart, okay? They didn't really exactly get through school. They're police. And if they wanted to properly test it, they'd have to talk to the government about all the crack cocaine they found. And if they talked to the government about all the crack cocaine they found, the government would say, well, it's in sodium bicarbonate in mixed form. It's burnable, so why don't we just burn it all like we're supposed to burn it all? And even the drug dealer in Colombia, he would agree. He's like, please burn all my cocaine. That's why I put the sodium bicarbonate in it. If you find my cocaine, burn it all. Or send it back to me, I'd send it back to him, friend for life. I was actually thinking about making a weird move or weird thing about that. But anyway, I want to stay on the topic. I was super religious person, formerly until my life got torn apart by the Illuminati for my wonderful looks. And it's a massive commandment, and all throughout the Bible, of yeast's bread, believe it or not. It's the biggest sin in the world, bread, the best thing since sliced bread. But Jesus made this capable for us to enjoy bread, and that's why this world can prosper and survive so well, because without bread it would be really hard to survive or keep everybody alive. And it's a slight irony. It's a massive poetry. I could go on and on about this. I've thought about it a lot in my life, the commandments and the diversity of the commandments. They're kind of humorous, but anyway, you're not supposed to consume these things, and again, they're in everything. Kitsukatsu. So this kitsukatsu is Japanese morality. I call it kitsukatsu, but it just says, like, if you cut yourself off from God, you shall prosper. Yeah, like Tony Montana prospered for a while. And that's what kitsukatsu means. If you get cut off or condemned, it's kind of good for you, yeah. Not really. Again, my wonderful looks and my intelligence. So not really kitsukatsu, but your governments will put fluoride in your water, and they'll put ammonium bicarbonates and sodium bicarbonates in absolutely everything. Any chocolate bar, any bag of crisps, anything. They're in absolutely everything, as a way from keeping you all from turning into super massively powerful Jesus guys that are flying around like me. That's why I used to break my own bread and make my own. So where am I going with this? There's a period in my life when I could see all the really bad people in the world. It's not just this is horrible people in Florida and towers in America. And I was talking, they were constantly examining my mind for things and ideas, and I was going about bicarbonates and kitsukatsu because I'm just such a welcoming, naive guest, I suppose. And they burnt a load of bicarbonate, they burnt a rake load of yeast, and they used to have this thing where they could determine we're at 100%, we're at 70%, and I've said this in other videos, and it's like, you don't even know what you're quantifying. Like, what are you quantifying? And I realized it's because they do bad things, and you get like, oh, we're at 400%. It's probably heavenly attention. We're at like 400% typical heavenly attention, and they're like, and we're at 300% here, Mr. Rockefeller. And they burnt a big pile of yeast, and they're at 400%. And like, oh my God, it works. Yeah, the sodomites. So they did this. They burnt this yeast or enzyme that God, for some reason, really is sensitive about. Right? God is just mysterious. Well, God works in mysterious ways. God does not like us consuming, burning, or screwing with this thing that's everywhere. It's in absolutely everything. And it's a bit of a way of mildly condemning yourself. Like Tony Montana killed somebody to be condemned, so he was very harshly condemned. But it's this very weird balancing method of slightly condemning you all haplessly by tricking you into eating ammonium and sodium bicarbonates. So this is what is in Coke, mixed with the Coke, as for shipping purposes again. The point is, sorry, I didn't finish that, about a rival gang stealing somebody else's mixture of crack and sodium bicarbonates. They probably wouldn't put it on the streets. Respectable drug dealers would not put crack on the streets. They put Coke on the streets. They want good Coke, and they want their Coke on the streets. So when the police have this, they don't know what to do with it. The police turn around to like people are on a hard time around the streets, and it's like, here, man, do you want this? It's smokable cocaine. And boom, kaboom, everybody loves a smoke of some sort. People don't like marijuana because it's too psychological. Boom, crack cocaine. Bang, everywhere, explosive. And the police are delighted. So that's what I said in the other video. If you don't like pigs, try not to support police by smoking crack or paying for crack. Don't rob crack or give it back to the Coke dealer. The respectable Coke dealer from Colombia. It came from the police. The rival gang would be the police. And they are technically a rival gang. So police put this on the street, and the police have an ultimate disregard for the well-being of the community, of the people and kids. Kids are all on crack these days. They're all violent and abusive and in gangs. And so another thing about crack then is you can take a small amount of cocaine, put some bicarbonate to bulk it up, and you suddenly have a lot more quantity of produce as well. So this is why it's considered cheap crap, and it's dirt. Because it is dirt, and it came from the pigs again. So again, you're supporting corrupt police officers by buying into or becoming addicted to crack cocaine. The bicarbonate thing, sorry, I'm a bit here and here, a lot of things to say at one time. The bicarbonate thing, yeah, so that's what's my friends, they smoked crack around me a bit when I was hanging out with them. I was addicted to heroin at the time, not heroin, it's much worse. And usually when I wasn't around for a few days, like the pipes would come out, and when I was around, like they wouldn't be smoking in front of you, which I always thought was just the weirdest thing ever. But I was like, I couldn't care. You can smoke what you want in front of me. I don't know. Just stinks. That stuff. Just keep it fucking over the other side of the fucking bedroom or something. It smells horrible. But again, I'm probably a very sensitive Christian person, so just the smell of it is absolutely repulsive to me. Again, so this is what's happened. They used to say that it shoots you up. Now I tried it once, twice myself. Obviously, I was there at that house, and a friend, because I know they never ever share it. If you have it, you fucking don't really share it. And one of my mates turned around and was like, here you go, bro. I was like, oh, I know that's really sweet in your world of crack. So I gave it a go. Nothing really happened, no. I think I was felt a bit more chatty and positive with my friend, with everyone in the room for about 5 minutes. That's the thing about bad drugs. Like, if you grow your own marijuana and you don't dry it and cure it properly, you feel a bit stoned, but only for about 5 minutes, and then you just start smoking the whole fucking plant. Another friend told me that. I tried a few friends ago. Obviously, the head on me. It's a beautiful process. It's lovely just having them there. Very nice plants. Where was I going? So yeah, spiritual elements is what I'm talking about with crack cocaine. It shoots you up. Now, this kitsu katsu thing again. If you're under the attention of heaven and you're doing something bad, no, it's more to do with that. Not really kitsu katsu, but when you do something bad again, it will bring upon heavenly attention to you. So again, this sensitive yeast business, thou shalt not consume the lavins. That is the commandment, thou shalt not consume, where these lavins are very sensitive. Lavin, sodium bicarbonates, ammonium bicarbonates, calcium bicarbonates. You become to immediate attention. So as I was thinking, this whole shoots you up business, I didn't need to be shot up because I wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't. Well, I was like homeless in a bad way, but keeping the faith, trying to keep my covenant, keep my faith and keep my covenant, which other people probably don't have really have a lot in life. But not just like you wouldn't know about it, they wouldn't tell you really about it even. They're doing it for you. The Pope said he does it for you, and he doesn't do a good job at it. So you're burning a big pile of yeast, and I was thinking, God, like if that has an effect, like it does have an effect, burning yeast and consuming or inhaling the smoke will have a spiritual effect. I could just sell lumps of bicarbonate to desperate crackheads. They fall through, so they get the attention of heaven. They've done something bad, and then the attention goes away, and they're going to feel shit because they had the attention of heaven for doing something haplessly bad. They weren't aware it's something very sensitive, and they had the attention of heaven, and shoots them up, and the attention goes away, and they're going to feel really bad, and then they're going to get addicted to this attention. But again, it's not healthy attention. It's attention for bad reasons. And then if you're on crack, you're going to, well, you're not going, assumedly, you're not going to be, out feeding the poor. You're probably going to be more so in the poor lines. There's nothing wrong being in the poor line. I'm just saying, like, you're not exactly going to be, I don't know, what I mean? Living the most, sorry, not to be assuming, but you're not going to be living like the most highest integrity of morality in life. You become very selfish and stuff and very violent. And again, it is to do with this grouchiness of having the attention going away, and you get grouchy and angry that you're being left behind, that you had this attention, and then you start going to want to smoke it and keep clinging on to this attention, and you won't ever hold on to it because again, you're doing something bad in the first place. So if you have a healthy covenant, it'll be there the whole time. You won't notice the difference, but so they're dragging this desperately for attention just to feel normal, so it shoots them back up because they drop down so far afterwards after doing such a technically and virtually profane thing of burning a bicarbonate and then inhaling it, the fumes that came off it. So yeah, just like saying, like if this is the thing, you could actually just sell lumps of bicarbonate. It's not even, it's so cheap. It's not even cheap, but like it's baking soda. You could just squash lumps of bicarbonate to desperate crackheads and just sell them, and they don't even want the cocaine element of it. Like I don't even think it's the cocaine element that they're addicted to. I think it's the spiritual element that they're addicted to. See this with people on acid binges, in the depths of an acid binge at music festivals. And they're coming to in the next morning and they're just like, I need more acid. It's like, well, no, it was my friend. I just thought it was funny because it was just like depths of a man and an acid binge. he was so hell bent and he was like, just don't talk to me. I just want the acid. There we go in this state of holy blissful and connection, and you don't want it to leave. So I was just thinking about other ways, like. Reasons why pop might be habit forming is some nice Christian presence. It probably won't be such a nice Christian presence if you use it as an aphrodisiac, which is the moon. You have to jump over the moon. Boy jumped over the moon to reach Tiferet. So yeah, and that's probably another video. So yeah, boys and girls, that's my master's in theology and C2 on higher chemistry, trying to save your lives and save your families and save your country. Don't support corrupt police. Spoonful of bicarbonate might help the medicine go down, and that's again why they put it in everything. And if you like coke, try coke. Yeah, maybe you should try some cocaine. And you're probably, that's crap. We want the rock. It's just funny then to think that you are addicted to the bad thing. You're addicted to accidentally and haplessly addicted to the bad thing, and it brings upon heavenly attention, and you're going to feel really bad without it. You feel relieved for a very short while with it, and it's not going to get you anywhere. There's nothing sustaining there. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse. And then when it gets worse and worse and worse, you'll take other drugs, in between, and then that starts spiraling. So yep, death of crack cocaine. And I know it's no part of my life at all. It's no part of anyone I know or hang out with. I think one or two people that I think that still went down. They have gone away now to the country. Hope they get clean. It's never been a part of my life. I don't even know how addictive it is. I've seen how habit forming it is. Everybody's mad for it. Everybody's mad for it, and it just takes over a town. And yeah, so yeah, that's how it saved some lives. And the other, I actually touched a lot into the video on lordship in this, so there's going to be another video that I'm going to make. It's just such a nice day, and the summer days are going away soon, so let's go out skating. But I touched a bit on that, on lack of lordship and losing lordship, And yeah, this crack is spiritual elements. Yeah, it's a no-no. So yeah, hopefully it saved your lives. Hopefully it saved your money. Hopefully put some guards out of business, bad business, and hopefully save the world. Yeah. Oh no, that's the next video. Yeah, save the world. Next video. All right, peace out. I was now skateboarding. Yeah, yeah.